Hey guys, what is up? The NeoCubist here. Welcome to my simple starter underwater house tutorial. This is really honestly super easy to build, as you can tell by the link of this video. And honestly, the interior isn't too shabby. I mean, it's a starter interior. It's not supposed to be anything super fancy. But essentially all this is an underwater home right under one of your lakes like this. Just a little tiny pond thing, not a lake. But yeah, let's get to the tutorial. Alright, so for your underwater base, you're going to want to walk around your world and find one of these sort of ponds. You know what I'm talking about. There's these little ponds, they're not too deep, and basically the first step is going to be replacing the bottom layer with glass. So technically this is an underwater build. It's kind of like a cheat in a way, but it is by definition underwater. So what you do is basically replace the bottom layer with glass. You want to make sure the water is only 1 deep. To fix that, like if it was like that right there, all you do is just take some dirt or whatever and fill it in and replace it with glass. So the reason I call this a starter underwater home is you really don't need very many materials aside from collecting some sand your first day, getting a furnace, either using charcoal or coal to melt it. So I mean, it is pretty much a starter house, but the next step after you finish the entire floor with glass is you want to go down here, break 2 blocks under, put the glass, and this will break. Now this is a little bit tricky, but all you have to do is break out the area that's under the glass. So it may seem a little bit confusing at first, but I'm sure you guys will find your footing and be able to do this just fine. It's not really difficult, but it's kind of boring to watch. So all I'm going to do is just erase the stone that's right under the glass throughout the whole thing, and then I'm going to come right back. Alright, there we go. So what's cool about this build and unique in a sense is that every single house is going to be different. So I'm not going to give you any exact dimensions, but basically find a cool pond you think would look awesome under underwater. And essentially each one is going to be unique and different because every randomly generated pond in Minecraft is somewhat different. But that's just a cool thing I thought I'd mention. So the next step is going to be making your walls stone brick. So if you don't have stone brick on the first day, use cobblestone. It really isn't going to make a big difference. It's not a make or break sort of thing. But all you have to do basically is just go around, and I'm just going to start with the rim, and I'm just going to fill in the walls like this. If there are any areas that stick above ground or whatever, just go ahead and cover them in dirt and let it grow into grass, and that will look a little bit better. It'll kind of hide the entire build. If that's what you're going for. I mean, it could actually be somewhat of a secret base. I'm not sure if I would define this as such, but I mean, from above ground, I don't know, if you're walking around, you might not notice it, but it'd be kind of hard not to notice, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, essentially all I'm going to do here is just fill in the walls with this stone brick. Nothing hard at all, but I'm just showing you how I do this on the outside. And then I'm just going to fill in, obviously, the rest with stone brick. I'm not going to make you guys watch that. That would be very boring. Alright, and the next step after finishing that is going to be choosing a material for your floor. So since this is a starter themed house, I'm just going to use oak wood planks. Don't really think you need to go any fancier than that. Now, as for lighting goes, you see I have the oak wood floor done in here. So it's kind of cool. It's a unique shape. It's not like just your boring standard Minecraft shape. It's actually something that's cool that we can sort of work with here. For instance, right here, this wall looks like it's just begging for some chests. So we're just going to do some chests right there. Do a torch on that wall. And basically, I'm just going to do the lighting sort of as I go here. These little indents like this, they're not useful really for anything. So we're just going to fill them with chests. And since this is a starter themed house, I'm just going to try to give you guys a couple of ideas as for what you can do. You could even do a dual bed, multiplayer starter house, something like that. And you could even do I don't know, oh no, I almost forgot something very important. Almost, guys. Thank you for catching me. Some of you in your head were probably, you're going to forget the blue orchid, aren't you, Neo? Nope, never will. Never will. I think I forgot it in one of my builds, and that was very sad. That was a very sad day. We should do it like that. There we go. And then have the pot there and one of these. And then I guess if you somehow find a painting in Minecraft on the first day, or you can craft one, good for you. That makes it a little bit easier to make it look pretty. As far as furnaces go, you could honestly just break out an area on a wall. You're not going to need that many furnaces starting out. But basically, I mean, if you were going to do a starter interior for an underwater build, that's what you would do. You wouldn't have much more material. So if you guys enjoyed this build and you want to see more simple things or you want to see more complicated things, I do them both on my channel. Click that subscribe button. You get notified when I upload. Leave a like if you enjoyed. If we could get like 500, 600 likes on this, that would be awesome. I know it's a little bit of a simpler build, but by definition, as it is an underwater build, it's not that hard to do. And I mean, it looks pretty cool from above too. I mean, you can impress your friends, build something super simple, and all ages can build this. It's not like it's hard to build at all. It's not like something you have to like watch 12 times and figure out how to build it, because each one is a little bit different. So let's have a little competition going. On my Twitter, if you send me pictures of this, basically what we're going to do is we're going to see who can build the best one, and we'll sort of get a voting system going, and we'll see who builds the best one of these. Each one is unique, so do your own sort of interior or do this, whatever you want to do. Send it to my Twitter, and we'll see what happens. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for all the support over these years. I'm glad I'm back, and it feels good to be back. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.